Alrighty, hello YouTube. Hope y'all are doing well. We're gonna do an Arakaalis Fang build guide update, something thoughts. I don't know what to call it. It's just updating where Arakaalis Fang is. It's kind of an old build. It's still really strong. It's actually really incredibly strong. It's probably the noob friendliest build out there, because you can't mess it up. You can't. So I figured I'd just give another update. The last time I did a build guide on this was a couple leagues ago. It was for an occultist. Occultists are like chaos explosion pops. If you don't know, with the spiders, because you or your minions can cause a chaos pop, the bloom or whatever, and that's pretty satisfying because you blow up whole entire packs with chaos explosions. Templar is a little bit different. It allows you to like buff your surrounding minions or your surrounding party. You get a little bit more functionality with like say life regen or minions you're summoning. So it doesn't do the same kind of explosive damage, but definitely does like some pretty substantial damage. I feel like it does pretty much the same damage. Like there might be some things you lose and some things you gain. Obviously, I'm going to talk about some of the things you gain in this in Templar build. So they're one of six of one, half dozen of the other. But specifically for the Templar, there's something unique that was added this league, and I think that it'll really change how people play Arakaalis Fang as a Templar. And I think maybe this has been published, maybe someone's already done a video on this, maybe they haven't. But you don't really need Gravebind anymore if you're a Templar. So Gravebind is gloves. Let me just pull this up. Gravebind is gloves, and this little line right here, if you don't know, says nearby enemies killed by anyone counts as being killed by you. Instead, this means that whenever you kill your worms from the Withering Jar, that counts as a kill, and if you do that on top of corpses, that will summon your spiders. So the natural process for like forever has been desecrate, to put down corpses, channel divine ire, and then press your Withering Jar button. The reason why you channel divine ire is it does this AoE around it, and it's doing electrical damage around you, and that helps kill the one life worms before either your enemies kill them, or before, like, say if you have other minions that are buffing you, before they kill them. So anyways, history lesson done. The interesting part here is that whenever you look at the new additions of Radiant Crusade, grant level 20 summon Sentinel of Radiance skill. So technically this damage is counted as yours. It's not counted as a minion. And it like kind of does, kind of doesn't work. So there's like 3 different sources of damage that I found in this Sentinel of Radiance. It's either the summoning explosion. There's like a drop explosion. Whenever you drop the Sentinel of Radiance, that damage can proc the spiders if you're on top of corpses. The AoE degen does not proc spiders, even no matter what you're killing. And the melee swing of the Sentinel of Radiance can also proc spiders. So let me just show you, because it's easier to show you than just talk about it. I need to switch scenes. Okay, you didn't really miss anything on that one, but let me just show you. I'm just picking a random map. So I have no minions out. I'm not doing any damage. Let's just desecrate, pop some stuff right here. And let's just drop Sentinel of Radiance. I need to stop. Hitting a wrong key. And you see, he spawned there for some reason, and he didn't do the explosion. And he just did the degen, and he didn't summon any of the skeletons. But if you come over here, let's just put down some corpses. There you go. I guess I just have the corpses down. So you can get it to spawn. Let me just reset it. And there you go again. Reset. All right, so Sentinel of Radiance. He's going to degen this guy, and he's not going to spawn anything. So let's go over here. Let's find some more guys. Corpses. And then R, Sentinel of Radiance. And then you can see he spawns the spiders. So there's like this initial explosion or him swinging the sword or something like that. That's spawning spiders. And let's just do it one more time. Let's just despawn the spiders. Let's go over here. Let's find something else. Spawn some corpses. I'm not doing anything. The guy just portaled to me and he just, killed the guys and Sentinel of Radiance, portaled in and, spawned the spiders. So anyways, that's the mechanic that's unique that's changed in this league. And I guess let's just go back to town and talk about it for a second. This opens up your glove slot specifically, and that's really like useful because for the longest time you get pretty much nothing. Let me just go back and show you. You get nothing for using Gravebind. Like you get some chaos, you get a little bit of life per kill, which isn't really worth writing home about. And this is really the whole mechanic right here. So Gravebind isn't all that great. Other than it enables the mechanic, the automation, and the Sentinel of Radiance will just take its place. I mean, if you give it a second, you'll just take its place, and you don't really need Withering Jar anymore. I mean, I probably keep one around for like a boss fight, and just so you can say, hey, you can have some uptime if your boss is going long and you don't have anything to kill around you. And I'd probably keep a Divine Ire around too, so you can still use the old style of summoning, which is Desecrate, Divine Ire, then Withering Jar, which is still a fine method. Some people put those in cast while channeling and do some other stuff. But anyways, I wanted to point that out. I also wanted to say that like the new Templar build is pretty much the same as the Occultist build. The main difference is you don't get chaos explosions with the Templar build, but you do get better automation. Occultist, obviously, there's more key pressing, not key binding because that's gets the TOS. But anyways, key pressing that you have to do, which is a little bit annoying. So you get more damage, a little bit more annoying. Again, everyone who plays this build knows it. If this is for some reason the first time you've heard of Arakaalis Fang, it's an incredibly powerful build. It is not gonna blow the socks off you. You're not gonna get 100 million damage off of this, but you'll get an easy 5 to 20 million damage off this, which is enough to do almost everything. And you're gonna get it for relatively nothing. Like Arakaalis Fang, this league is probably a month or so into the league is probably like 5 chaos. And let's see. Age of Aurora is probably like 50 chaos or something like that. So anyways, you're going to have a ton of opportunity to just get all this stuff for free pretty much right now. I would highly test it out because it may be a great build for doing simulacrums or any hard content that you're trying to learn, especially if you're a new player. The spiders can't die, which is one of the like biggest benefits of Arakaalis Fang is that your minions don't die, so you can do higher level content. It's better damage application because they're pretty quick. They're very aggressive. They target stuff way farther than any other minion does. One last thing. If you are new, the build, a standard build, I'm not running it now because I just have, this character's just for testing. You run an anomalous control destruction linked to your golem or your specters or whatever you want to do, any buffing minions. And that with 20% quality gives you 100% less critical strike chance, which then allows your minions that are not your spiders to not hear the voices. So whenever you're using Ancient Skull, which gives you like a huge damage buff, for pretty much no downside when you're using Arakaalis Fang. Minions Hear the Whisper take 20% of the life as chaos damage per second. They have 50% increased attack speed and damage, which is a huge damage buff. And do not listen to you. Spiders don't listen to you anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So this whole line doesn't really matter. All it just says is free damage if you're using Arakaalis Fang. And minions hear the voices for 5 seconds after they deal critical strike. So if you use Control Destruction linked to your buffing minions and you use Ancient Skull, you can pretty much just run like 4 or 5 million DPS off the go, which is like a skull, a gem, Arakaalis Fang, and the helm. So it's very easy build. So let's see. Aegis Aurora, I normally run this just because it's a lot of really good benefit, and as a Templar, you're pretty easy just to say like these are going to be your stats as ES and armor. Let's build off each other. Yeah, so you don't need Gravebind anymore. Not really revolutionary build after this. I'm not messing with the tattoos right now. I'm sure there's tons of damage you can get out of those too. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Hopefully this is informative. If you're new, please check out the original guide over on I think my last video for Occultist. It's the same build as for a Templar. You're just doing it from a different spot. So anyways, I hope you enjoy. Talk to you later.